Well, it's always nice to have these little wrecks, you know, right out off the edge of the reef where you can come out and drop down and hopefully get a couple decent fish for dinner, you know?
Oh, yeah. Can you say Jack Crevalle? It is a head-shaking, angry fish.
And you don't know what you're gonna catch, whether it's an African pompano, a king mackerel, a nice mutton snapper.
Oh, finally, something we can put on the grill.
Simrad's Into the Blue, presented by Yellowfin, with Captain Scott Walker and Captain Steve Roger.
Obviously, you've been here your whole life, almost, on Duck Key. You know every one of these captains, they love you. You guys work together really well, and I believe it was Jeff was able to give us a lot of pilchards just in case, you know, you were after a little bit of taco meat. You said there's some small mangroves, some yellowtail, some mackerel, and so Jeff gave us some pilchards, and we were able to take those with us and have those as well as the ballyhoo that we were gonna catch on the reef.
It's always nice when you pull out of the slip to have something on board. Even though I know we're going to go catch ballyhoos, that's never guaranteed.
So what you taking me to do today?
We're gonna go catch some dinner on the reef, a little mangrove snapper action, then bust some ballyhoos and go catch a sail, and then finish up with a big fat mutton to top her off.
I like it.
Oh, you better like it, because that's what we're doing.
No complaints.
Nice and easy. The winds are up. Imagine that. So we're gonna take advantage of this dirty water and go catch some reef snappers. Go from there. Here we go. You ready?
Yep.
Being here on Duck Key, right in the middle of Florida Keys, when you go on a reef, it's almost guaranteed you're gonna see yellowtail snappers, mangrove snappers, and eventually a ballyhoo. All right, Stevie, it's a little rougher than I thought. What do you think about that?
That seems to be the case when we
All right, well,
fish in the winter.
we got the speed bag out. Just change the bait poles over to some mangrove snapper poles.
All right.
And after we get them established, we'll set up for a little muttons behind them. The patch of muttons should be in here this time of year. And I believe if the ballyhoos show up where we are, the Cerro mackerels will follow them right in. Get that ceviche taken care of. What you going with there? Baby pilch?
Yeah, man.
Get the rods out of our way.
What's the good news?
It's slick calm in Ocean City today. Some of the charter boats are gonna go try catching some swords. Gets kind of dicey out there this time of year. Nobody out there to help you get home if you get in trouble.
The old mangrove snapper. Put your finger right in that hole, Scott.
They need to be about 5 pounds, baby.
Yeah.
Then I'll do it.
They don't bite, do they?
Well, I'm gonna have to upgrade our live well here right after this. Yes, sir. I might even try going bigger lead to get past these little fish. Look at them following up. I think I got a grouper.
There is a red right there, you see him? A black, little red.
That's a red following me up.
Yeah.
I thought that was my fish. Cigar minnows are here, bro. All right, I'm going to let you work on dinner. I want to catch some hook baits.
Look at my man Walker getting the cigars. Cigar. Now we're gonna be catching big muttons at the end of the day, Scott.
Oh, you know it.
Yeah, so while we were waiting on the ballyhoo to show up, It was really cool. You were able to catch some cigar minnows, which is always an awesome bait to have.
You can never get enough different varieties of bait. It's nice to have one, but if you have another option, that might be what it takes to actually have a successful day.
Oh, I might have got you one for oh no, that's the red.
You called it.
I knew he was down there. The old red grouper. Old variety on the patch reef. We caught a nice keeper mangrove snapper. A lot of mangroves we caught were keeper size limit wise, but we were looking for something a little bit thicker to blacken.
That one's almost a keeper. A little bit, oh, that one.
The old raccoon eyes on that one, Scott.
There you go.
You know, I caught one keeper mutton. I think I caught a short mutton. I caught a short grouper. There was constant action every time you dropped a bait.
Say goodbye to the bottom, fish. Floating now, baby.
Simrad's Into the Blue, presented by Yellowfin, is brought to you by Simrad, 75 years of innovation in marine electronics. BioEsk Solutions, clean, disinfect, protect. Waypoint TV, the destination for outdoor entertainment. Yamaha, reliability starts here. And by Ameritrail Trailers. Bubba. Golden Boat Lifts. Daiwa. Rodan Marine Systems. And by Yeti.
You know, obviously, while you were catching all the bait, I was we kind of focused on just catching some snappers. I caught a little grouper, anything that would bite while we were sitting there on that patch reef. I mean, 90% of the trips that run out of the Keys starts out fishing on these patches. Zero mackerel, here we come. You know, I was getting cut off a little bit, and you know, you get frustrated because a mackerel's a good eating fish, one of my dad's favorite fish to eat, believe it or not. And so I went ahead and put a piece of wire on. Ooh, he's already scared.
That didn't take long. Is that a cuda?
Don't know.
Kind of a jumper bite.
Oh no. It's a mackerel.
Come on.
Yeah, buddy.
It wasn't that easy.
That easy.
Is that really him?
That's really him.
Oh, that's a Spanish.
Might be a Spanish. Yeah, we come across under the bridge.
Oh, yeah.
Those are great for lipping. Usually, and you heard us both say it, you know what's gonna happen as soon as I put the wire on, right? We're not gonna get a bite. Their teeth are so sharp, if they just look at the mono, it breaks.
Well, that water must have really got cold out in the day.
Coolest thing about them is that black on that peck. Like a little sailfish, right? Miniature. You just like got rid of the fish. It was cool. You know, we just waiting our time to catch some bait to hopefully get out offshore in a little deeper water and catch some bigger fish.
It only takes one keeper, and your time is well spent. Nice 20-inch mutton, dinner for 4.
Oh no, it's got a little snapper look to it. Old mutton snapper, Scotty.
That's legal.
Old mutton snapper.
I'll take that, my friend.
I think that's a boat rider. That's a good eating size right there, son.
Oh, I got a plan for him.
On the wire.
Very nice, very nice. Ron, do you hook her? Are you good?
I get him with the pliers. Everybody likes fresh ballyhoo. You think she's a rider, right?
Oh, heck yeah.
All right. You know what I really thought was exciting was the fact that in our chum slick, there was trumpet fish, there was file fish, there was pork fish, there was, one time I looked down and I go, what the heck's all that purple stuff? And there was a giant ball of sturgeons or tangs, blue tangs. I mean, it's
tang.
Yeah, it's really strange because our reef in Key West seems to be a little bit deeper than y'all's long stretch. And it was just really neat to see the yellowtail, to see all these fish that I'm used to seeing, but then on top of that, a massive amount of tropical fish.
once I was pretty happy with hair hook ballyhoos and cigar minnows, I knew that our well was right. It was just time for you to throw the net so we could get on with our day. All right, Steve, you got one more anchor pull in you?
Yeah, I got one more. Make a little wiggle. We got
Make
the
a little
ballyhoo.
wiggle. See where we
We got a mutton. We got a mangrove.
The seas are coming down. I'm gonna hit one more spot. Like what you've seen so far? Well, you can see every episode of every season of Into the Blue for free. Go to waypointtv.com, click Ways to Watch to learn how to download the app or watch on your smart TV. We caught wahoos many ways, all with live bait, and it's been fantastic. But there's another way to catch them, and it's high-speed trolling. This is a bullet jet. It's going to leave lots of smoke. Hopefully get a big bite. We went up to Key Largo. We could have taken the easy way out and just tried off a Duck Key, but our best bet was to go up towards Almar to Key Largo, where the better wrecks are and the better wahoo fishing is in the Keys. And it didn't pan out. After 4 hours, it's time to say, let's do something else. And there are a lot of wrecks between Key Largo and Duck Key on the way home. And it was nice to be able to pop, 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 and see which one had a fish on it or not.
Well, it's always nice to have these little wrecks, right out off the edge of the reef where you can come out and drop down and hopefully get a couple decent fish for dinner,
Yeah.
Leave one for me, buddy. Making me get up and work. That a trolling bite?
No, I was dropping back. I don't think he's gonna be a monster. I did have a lot of line out though.
Usually the ones you catch out in this deeper water, though, you don't have to measure much of them, right?
We'll find out. Man, he was a long way out. I'm thinking this is gonna be a deboned rice, yellow rice stuffed 5-pounder.
Not a king mackerel?
Floating,
Yes, sir.
target species.
Not sure about the length.
No, we're gonna let him go. Back to his ancestors. All right, when you're ready, we'll start again.
Gotti, what you got? Finally got that hook stealer? Big 20-pound gag grouper?
Dang it. He does not want to leave that area.
Old 20-pound gag grouper?
Tell you what, that pilchard just got to the bottom and I was just trying to find bottom. They just wanted a little more edible. There we go. Hopefully it's dinner. I didn't do much for the show today. Oh, he is not floating yet. Oh, can you say Jack Crevalle? He is a head-shaking, angry fish.
Well, I think you're bringing my 10 ounces up and your 10 ounces up.
There we go. Say goodbye to the bottom, fish. Floating now, baby. A little bit shorter drift that time. Hopefully it paid off. A little bait change.
Think some gray meat or some white meat?
I can feel you.
I can feel you too.
Be some white meat.
It looks white meat.
You know what really likes pilchards? Amberjacks.
Oh, I think that's something good, bro.
It's got color,
Big
baby.
mutton, man.
Oh, he's floating straight up.
Big mutton too, buddy.
Oh, finally. Something we can put on a grill. That's a real one. Woo!
Good job.
There we go. Got Cruitus, got that black spot. Sunshine on him. Plan C. A and B didn't work out.
Simrad's Into the Blue, presented by Yellowfin, is brought to you by Yellowfin, only in a Yellowfin. Scales, every degree of water. Hawks Cay Resort, find what lures you. West Marine, and by Battleborn Batteries. Costa Pro Series, Nikon, Killer Dog, and by Spear1KeyWest.com.
Into the Blue is on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. Give us a follow or subscribe and check out behind-the-scenes footage and wonderful photography posted daily. I saw somebody post something that said dress accordingly, right? So winter is from 6 a.m. till like 8, and then that's spring is from 8 till 10, 10 to 2 is summer, and fall is from like, you know, so the weather is always changing here, and that's what we deal with, and it's cool because we're used to it. Basically with that jig and ballyhoo technique, what you want to do is you want to cast it down drift. So as you drift, you're coming over the top of it, so you're more getting a jig straight up and down, and you're basically having that thing fall, and it's swimming, the way it's rigged. When it hits the bottom, you jig it up 40 feet, 50 feet, 60 feet, and then you let it fall again, and then you jig it up. And basically it's a takeaway trick, right? So a lot of times fish, when you go to take something away, that's what triggers them to bite. Gonna rock me up, if it didn't already. That sucks.
You got him. Flat bottom right here.
Yeah, but not where he's at. He might have got me in that trap.
I ain't even time to get my pole out. Come on, baby.
I did get a nice bite finally on that rig, and it was a big fish. I'm not sure if it was a Goliath grouper or not, but it had a lot of power, and I was balancing between pressure and not too much because I didn't want to break the 40-pound leader.
That's a Key West rig.
It's either a black grouper or a jewfish. Oh, he's in the wreck. I feel it rubbing.
I'm gonna gaff the rope and pull
Yeah,
out.
the fish ain't there no more.
What?
I'm on my leader,
I see that.
and whatever it was just spit up a bunch of something. And I see it down there on the rope. You know, obviously once that line is pinned against that trap rope, that fish has leverage and he popped off. So we didn't get to see what he was, but that's what keeps people coming back, because those wrecks, you have no idea what you're gonna catch.
Key West style. Worried about shark,
I'm not letting the shark get this one.
Goliath.
It's definitely a strange, maybe a king mackerel or something. I think it's gonna be an old king mackerel, Scotty. Or maybe not.
What you got?
Or, yeah, a little amberjack.
Look at those. You like those banded fish?
There's a lesser amberjack or what?
Could be a banded.
Banded rudderfish? All right.
All right.
Some life. Some life, Scotty.
Couple jigs and a boom, boom, boom.
And that's what the nice thing is about fishing these wrecks out here, is they're so close. There's numerous of them, and you don't know what you're gonna catch, whether it's an African pompano, a king mackerel, a nice mutton snapper, big amberjack, big barracuda, whatever the case may be. It's always something we're gonna do. We're gonna stop and shop, always.
And it's not tuna fishing, it's mutton races. Come on. Keep coming, keep coming. Get out of that bottom. I know somebody's gonna eat you if I don't.
Well, you already got a big old mutton. Look at that. Can't be complaining too much.
I don't like sharing.
A lot of head shaking.
So was yesterday. I said, I'm not going to do that. I went fishing anyway. This poor fish is getting hammered by this drag. So's my shoulder.
You IDing that thing yet?
Floating,
That's good.
floating, floating. All right.
Nice mutton, buddy.
That's what we're talking about. There we go. Thank you. Oh,
Good job, buddy. Good one.
I like where that hook was at. There we go. And there's another one down there. We had one or two drifts where we missed them.
Heck yeah.
All right,
Heck
buddy.
yeah. So once again, you always catch the big fish on the wreck, especially when you're driving. You know when to drop. You know when the wreck's coming. But no, you caught a really nice fish, and I had a few bites I didn't capitalize on. I got run into the wreck once, but we all get excited when we see those big, beautiful pink mutton snapper. Good job. Do
Got
it
a room in
again.
there. Got plenty of room in there for a couple more of these. Well, again, when we get together, regardless of weather, as long as we got 3 or 4 plans for the day, what did we do? A, B, C, and D, and we had to try them all to put a day together, but we ended up with dinner. We had some great memories, and it's just a matter of getting back together and keep trying it again until we can get what we're after.